Because when we do that, we let go of that charge that's keeping us awake, that's keeping us in that emotion we're in right now, right?
What's up, ladies? Second point is
Let me ask you, how would your life be different without any mental roadblocks? Yo, what is happening, legend? In this video here, I will share with you 6 quick steps on how you can break any bad addictions, habits, bad behaviors that's going on in your life right now, so you can take more control and actually go in a new direction of where you want to go on autopilot, right? So, first step, what you need to do when you're trying to break any sort of like addiction, any sort of bad habit. First of all, you need to basically discover, okay, what is going on? What is going on? Develop the awareness. What is going on in this situation here right now? Is it, I am sad, and then I tend to, emotional eat, and then afterwards I feel terrible about myself, and then I go out and throw up? Is it when I feel bored, I do X? Is it when I feel stressed, I do that? Is it when I feel jealous, emotional, I do that, right? So whether that is for you, whatever bad addiction, bad thought patterns, bad behaviors that you have going on in your life right now that you feel like you can't control, right? Number one is that you need to figure out what is the exact process that you're doing. Become aware of, this is what I do, right? Step 1, step 2, step 3. Because oftentimes we just feel like, oh, I'm just emotional, I'm sad, or like I'm eating, and then like I'm doing that, right? Number 1 is that you need to develop the awareness. Number 2 is that you need to accept and acknowledge that this is what's going on. Because whatever you resist, whatever you like, fuck, I just can't figure out, like every time I'm getting upset, I'm doing that. And like every time I'm getting frustrated in traffic, I'm yelling at my kids and I'm doing that. You're resisting right now. Whatever you resist, you persist. Whatever energy you're putting out there, you will get in return, right? So it's the same for me. If I can't sleep at nighttime, I'm laying down, I'm like, fuck, I just can't sleep. I need to acknowledge that I can't sleep right now and accept. It's vice versa, right? Because when we do that, we let go of that charge that's keeping us awake, that's keeping us in that emotion we're in right now, right? I heard a good quote, a good saying from my coach that I'm working with. He said, Simon, you can't shut down fire with fire. You can't shut down fire with fire, right? And that's a good metaphor for whatever you're putting out there that you're annoyed about. You're giving the exact same energy, and that's why it stays in your life, right? So again, you need to acknowledge and you need to accept that, right? You need to acknowledge and then you need to accept that. What you then need to do, then you need to discover what is the exact same thing that you actually wanted to achieve out in the future. What is the outcome you want to achieve out in the future as a kind of like let's say you delete this whole thing that's going on in your life right now. What is the outcome? What is the outcome you want to get out of it? Because oftentimes we just like, yeah, I just don't want to have that habit anymore. I don't want to feel upset. I don't want to be overweight anymore. I don't want to have these bad sort of like negative emotions anymore. I don't want to have that. Again, our focus is on the negative. What I want you to do, I want you to shift it. What is the end outcome? So let's say you got rid of all these bad habits. What if you got rid of these emotions? What would the ultimate outcome be for you out there, right? Would it be like completely in control, in tuned, know how to handle things, being healthier, being happier, being wealthier, like whatever is the outcome you want to get out of that out there, right? Because oftentimes it's like, okay, I want to lose weight. Okay, great. Why do you want to lose weight? Right? Because I fucking hated myself for 20 years. Okay, great. So why did you hate yourself for 20 years? Because I couldn't control X, Y, and Z. Okay, great. What do you want to get out of that by not having that discontrol anymore? Well, down the line, Simon, I just really want to find someone that I can love. Or Simon, I just really want to like be an example for my family of possibilities and strength and opportunities, right? This is the outcome, right? So now we're getting some emotional fuel out here that can pull us out in the future. And then from there, what I want you to do, then we start working backwards. And then we see, okay, what is the steps we need to take in order to hit the outcome instead of just getting rid of the bad thing we're having out here, right? So that's kind of like the first 3 steps of the pyramid here. And I will scroll down and take the next 3 steps in here. So let's say, okay, now you've actually been laying out, you're figuring out, this is actually what I want. Practical steps that you can do every single day in order to actually delete and install these new habits and these new things into your life, right? These bad addictions, these things you don't want to have in your life, right? So number 1 is that you're going to remove the things that you are having a bad association with from your environment. So if that is food, clean up your cupboard. Don't have chocolate in there. Clean up your fridge. Don't have any chips, Doritos, junk food. Don't do Uber Eats. Delete Uber Eats from your app if that's the one you're using, right? Disconnect yourself a little bit for some of the temptations you might have sometimes if you're going socializing and you're doing alcohol and snacks Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. If that's an issue for you, remove the things from your environment right now. Remove the things from your environment right now, and it makes it so much easier. It might even having to find a new friend, right? Hire a coach, get on a program, get into a new proximity, get into a new environment where they can sort of like support that new thought process of like, I want to achieve X, right? Because the environment we're in shapes us. And if you don't clean up in your environment, you will just be pulled back to what you were doing before there, right? So that's number 1 in the step 2 here. Number 2 is that you need reminders. You need to have reminders reminding you about these new things you need to develop, right? So remember, drink water 8 o'clock. Remember to wake up, do that. Remember to bring your lunch, cook your lunch, shop your lunch, right? If that's the thing you want to, if you want to change your healthy lifestyle, right? It could be you want to make more money in your business. Okay, great. Set reminders up. Okay, prospecting calls from 8 to 9. Great. Reach out from there. Follow up there. Creating content there. Researching the marketplace there, right? Having reminders saying to you what is the sort of the things you need to be aware of in order to move the needle forward, right? So again, number 2, reminders. You need to have them. So whether that is in your calendar, on your phone, on a legal pad, a notepad you're hanging around, reminders that remind yourself about something you need to remember in order to build this new habit. Or in other ways, in order to build this new addiction, right? We're cutting down a bad addiction and we're installing a new one, vice versa to that, right? Number 3 is that you need to have a reward system in place. If your brain constantly just doing hard work, discipline without any reward, your brain will just, over time die out and kind of like find ways of not to do the things. If I'm working so hard from this goal and I'm not getting any reward, why would I do it, right? So your brain starts to coming up with so many different reasons for why you should stop and why you should go back again. This is why, very, very strict diets never really work. Great, you can lose weight in 30 days or 60 days, but, eventually you will go back again because you first of all are not developing the muscle in here. You're just doing something and doing it, fingers crossed and hope it will work. And then when it doesn't work, you will bounce back again, right? So again, you need to have a reward system in place. So whether that is, delicious food you like, whether that is socializing, whether that is buying yourself something new, you need to have something in place maybe 1 to 2 times a week when you're starting out something new, right? So when you're trying to break a habit, break a bad addiction, and you're trying to install a new one, you need to have something in place that can reward you and remind you about you are doing the right thing, right? So again, this is not just about, being average and doing something. This is about you sticking to the plan you're setting up. Boom, Wednesday, reward. Going good again. Boom, Saturday, some sort of reward that helps you going out there, right? So list them all the way down from top to bottom. Breaking a bad addiction, number 1, you need to discover what is it actually that I'm doing, right? What is the process that I'm doing? I'm getting stressed and then I'm doing X, Y, and Z. I'm getting jealous, then I'm doing X, Y, and Z. So whatever addiction, whatever sort of like pattern or something that annoys you about yourself or in your life right now, whatever you want to try to break, first of all, figure out what is the process that I'm doing. So again, that was a short, long list, quick video on how you can break any bad addictions and install new habits and get on track as fast as possible. Again, if you'd like me to actually help you implement that into your lifestyle, specifically to where you are right now with whatever issue you have going on in your life right now, whether that is the body that's out of shape, my mental approach, my self-esteem, I'm feeling shit about myself right now, I don't know why I'm doing that, I'm getting jealous, I'm getting bored, I'm not allowing myself to go to the next level, whatever it is for you right now, I'm the guy for you. So again, click the link below and down in the description. I get a link set in there, and we can go in and then schedule a call with me, where we're gonna dive into exactly where you are in your life right now, what you need to do, what we need to get rid of, and what we need to implement to get you going forward faster than you ever thought was possible, right? So again, click the link below, click the button below, subscribe to the channel across the board, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, Simon Thompson, and I look forward to talk to you in the next video.